Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's just a little diddy box. It's a rather pretty box. Oh, if the camera would focus. What is with my camera? Here. Thank you. Yeah, it's using the new vertical bloom stamp set, which if you saw my unboxing video, I said what I wanted to do with it. And then this beautiful paper, and it's called, can't remember, what's it called? Not familiar with the catalogue yet. It is called Masterfully Made. So that's this suite, this paper pack. I absolutely love that. So this is what each side looks like. And then this one, that is just gorgeous. I really love that. This is the one I've used. So that's what the full sheet looks like. And I just, as you can see, I've kept the top bit and I've worked off the bottom. There's the other one, and the one I'm using today is this one, except I'm not using the bottom bit. Okay, so it's really lovely, very lovely paper. This one was made with Pretty Peacock, which is a returning colour. And as I said the other day, I didn't use Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon all that much, so I'm kind of making myself use it. And I think because I'm seeing it as a colour pairing, so if I pull out, and I'm going to pull the markers rather than the ink pads, that's Pretty Peacock with Lost Lagoon and Pool Party. Just a really nice combination. I think I'll be able to use them better than I did before. Okay, but having said that, I'm using Real Red for this one. Real Red, because that was the colour that I felt was dominant in this particular pattern. Now there are others. There's, I'm gonna say, that is Crushed Curry that's in there. And there is Melon Mambo. Pull out Melon Mambo. And obviously then there's the Pretty Peacock, but also the Real Red. Okay, let's pop those back before I confuse myself. Right, this piece of cardstock, 8 by 6.5 inches, 17 by 20 centimetres. Bringing out my Simply Scored. Okay, so on the long side, so this is the 8-inch side, score it at 1.5 inches and 6.5 inches. So in metric, that's 4 and 16. And then on the short side, we're going to score it every 1.5 inches. So 1.5, 3, 4.5 and 6, which in metric is every 4 centimetres. So I need to concentrate, bear with me. 4, 8, 12 and 16 centimetres. Okay, so everything's on my blog. Click open the description bar if you're watching this on YouTube, and you will see a hyperlink to this project. And you can watch the video. If you're not watching it on my blog, you can watch it on my blog with the measurements written below. And then a link, of course, to where you can get all of this stuff through me, through my online shop. Okay, so I've burnished all of that. I'm going to grab a pair of scissors. Oh, let's get some long ones. So if I hold it this way, I'm going to hold it like this. So I've got square at the top, square at the bottom. What we do at the top, we do at the other side as well. So I'm just cutting those score lines. And then I'm going to take away that little one. Okay? So that's what I've done, and I've separated it, and I'm now going to do the same up there as well. And just cut all of that. Right, then I've got my pieces of designer series paper, as I mentioned before, and it's quite nice. I don't know if you can see on this one, there's writing in the background of it. It's kind of a nod to mixed media. I don't do mixed media, I'm not that talented. So this is kind of for people like me, not very talented. Oh no, not talented at the mixed media thing. I love to look at it, I try and do it, and I just make a mess. So this is for us. Okay, these pieces of paper are 4 3/4 inches long, 1 1/4 inches wide. I forgot to tell you the dimensions. 1.5 by 1.5 by 5 inches, which is 4 by 4 by 12 centimetres. Okay. So I'm just putting these on all of those panels. I'm doing this, I haven't got any glasses on. I have those ready readers. And you know, the cheap ones that you buy from Poundland for, you know, £1. And well, actually, I don't buy them in Poundland. I buy them from Amazon in bulk. And, you know, I'll get 10 pairs for £7. I'm sure they're probably not the greatest quality. But they're ideal for me when I'm doing stuff like this. And, oh, I now need to remember to put this that way up. Yeah, I just need them for when I'm doing super concentrated work like this. I need glasses for driving when I've been driving for more than an hour and my eyes get tired. Don't need them normally, don't need them on the school run or anything. And I need glasses for close-up work. The bit in the middle's fine, so when I'm with people, they're fine, I can see them. But I'm trying to do this a little bit tired and without any glasses on. This will be fun. Right, I put tape along there, my tear and tape. Peel off the backing. And then that's done. So we decided that that was up. So I'm going to fold in 2 sides and the back and then put some more tape along there. And then with the top, again, I'm going to fold in the 2 sides, but I'm just going to grip. So it's a bit like a pagoda top box that I made recently. And we're doing a slight variation on a theme-ish. So I'm just going to pop 1 hole in the top, if I could get hold of it, and see where the centre is. There we go. Oh, that's not a very big hole. That'll do. Okay, and then I'm going to do some stamping. So I've got the stamping going down the length. So my piece of real red is 1 inch wide by 4 3/4 inches long. So that's 2.5 centimetres by 11.5. And then this one is 3/4 of an inch by 4.5. So it's 2 centimetres by 11. And I love this one, Bloom with Grace. What a lovely thing to say, Bloom with Grace. And I'm going to get a long block. And I didn't put Lost Lagoon on that. I did a different colour. So I'm kind of wondering which colour to pull out. And I'm arguing with myself that there's somebody emptying the dishwasher downstairs, that I might go, well, oh, you see, now do I go Pretty Peacock or do I go Crushed Curry? Shall we have a look at both? Let's start with Crushed Curry first and see. Oh, goodness, not a colour I use very often, a little bit squeaky. Let's have a look and see what that looks like first. And you want to position just a little bit closer to the bottom so that there's room to punch a hole in the top. Loudly emptying the dishwasher. It's okay. Let's have a look at the other side. So let me just clean this up. I've got my stamping scrub and stamping mist off to one side. Put that one back and get this one out. Oh, this chair! Super squeaky chair. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, that's better, isn't it? I tried. We went with options. Put it back, and I'm going to attach this to the back. So pop that on there. Just like that, and then I'm going to punch a hole in here as well. And I've got my ribbon. So this is real red. This is obviously from a oh. Don't know that I'm going to be able to tie a bow with that. Let's find another red. Apparently I'm ordering more ribbon. So I have this one. I've got a few ribbon options. But there we go. Let's get a point on that. But I wanted a real red. So I'm going to go through there. And I'm going to go through here. But in the meantime, before I cut that off, I'm going to look for my dimensionals. Here they are. And stick a couple on the back of this. And then put it on the front. And it's the same length as the designer series paper. Right, let's just hack a load off and get far too much, but you know me and the ribbon thing. So let's do our very best. I seem to have really shaky hands today and I'm not completely sure why. Okay, we're now upside down. I want to get a nice little bow on here, and I'm using my tummy as my extra hand. It's a wibbly ribbon, but it's, you know, it's not as ugly as it could have been with me tying it. Trim off those ends. And that is my little box. Oh, in 10 minutes as well. Oh, it's just squished a bit. I think I pulled it a little tight. That one's a bit more smooth and domed. That I've just yanked it a bit hard. But I like them. I think they're really pretty, nice, simple ones. Put some toiletries in there, little mini things, anything in miniature. But a nice way to show off pretty paper and a lovely stamp set. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.